Tom Lewis in the Black Horse Pub.
English sparkling wines are beginning to win an enviable reputation across the globe, and that reputation is turning into sales. British supermarket chain Waitrose has reported a 188% increase in sales of English sparkling wine last year, and that trend is expected to continue. The soil and climatic conditions in southern England are remarkably similar to those of the Champagne region in France. So much so that leading French champagne house Taittinger has bought land in Kent and has begun producing English sparkling wine. But the owners of English vineyards are not prepared to take second place. Ridgeview Estate Wines in Ditchling has been producing English sparkling wine since 1994. And recently, the company received the prestigious accolade of having its wine served by the Queen to Chinese Premier Xi Jinping at a state dinner. Ridgeview is a family business which has a strong sense of history when it comes to its products. The vineyard's trademark is Merit, named in honour of Englishman Christopher Merit. This wine pioneer made a presentation to the Royal Society in London in 1662, explaining the process of making sparkling wines. That was 30 years before the French began producing champagne. Last year, Ridgeview produced a bumper crop and has similar ambitions for this year. The product can be seen at a variety of produce events in the region, notably Brighton and Hove's Food and Drink Fair in May. And the winemaker plans to repeat the success of last year when it introduced its range of sparkling wines to New Yorkers. Want to check out the claims that Ridgeview makes? There are plenty of stockists within the Lewes district. As one might suspect, it's available at Harvey's, but also Larder in Ditchling, Middle Farm on the road to Eastbourne, and of course the English Wine Centre at Drusilla's Roundabout. These successes have created a rush to develop new vineyards in Sussex. Licence applications last year were up by 40%. It's not just sparkling wines that are gaining a reputation. Still wines have also been around a long time. Both are now beginning to take the French market by storm, as demonstrated by the French purchase of acreage in Kent. The key question now is if growth will mean a larger and more expansive English wine industry, or a homegrown luxury product suitable for big and glittering occasions. For the moment, only time will tell. Trevor, where's my drink? Lavender Daniels of South Downs Television at Ridgeview Vineyards, tasting a true competitor of French champagne. So next up on Food Glorious Food, a new way to sell wines in Lewes. Symposium has a friendly, laid-back atmosphere with staff who clearly have a passion for wine. Symposium has a limited range of Sussex wines, but what they have is top drawer, and its range of quality grape types is within most budgets. Whether it's the cheese and meat platter, a single malt scotch, crunchy local bread or a glass or two of decent claret, this wine bar has found a unique way to sell its wines. And in today's world of big is better, the Symposium has found its niche. It was Trove Tuesday this week, in other words, Pancake Day. So perhaps it's time for a taste of homemade pancakes you can serve up yourself. Back at the vineyard and feeling a bit peckish. As Omar Khayyam said, a jug of wine, a loaf of bread. Well, we've looked at the jug of wine. Now for the loaf of bread. Most bread in modern times is mass-produced in big bakeries. But there's one Lewes outfit that is bucking the trend. The Flint Owl Bakery on School Hill bakes its own bread and sells it in its own cafe and on a market stall in the farmers' market. The bakery started small, but now delivers its loaves to dozens of restaurants and shops across East Sussex. Flint Owl's sourdough bread is made to a special recipe. The flour is ground by millers who employ traditional stone grinding methods that help to retain the flour's minerals and vitamins. Then the bakers add sea salt and water from the nearby Glynde Spring. No yeast, no additives or preservatives. This bread is as natural as you can get, giving it a much longer shelf life. Flint Owl Bakery, another gem in the South Downs food sector crown. A quick run through the various food and market events that take place across the district. Each Tuesday, there's a market from 9 to 1 in Paradise Park in Newhaven. Also on a Tuesday, there's a market in Lewes Town Hall from 9:30 to 1 o'clock. Tuesday to Saturday, there are multi-stall markets in Newhaven. A local produce market in St Thomas's Church Hall in Cliff takes place on Friday. And of course, the major farmers market in Lewes Precinct the first and third Saturday each month. That kicks off at 9 in the morning and goes on to 1 in the afternoon. That's it from Food Gloria's Food this week, which came from Ditchling and Ridgeview Vineyards. Lalda Daniels of South Downs Television. Chin chin.
Well, there's nothing more than I like in a bit of turkey. And the Americans celebrate, and it's a big celebration, Thanksgiving on the 25th of November. And that's coming up. We're playing this a day ahead, but everybody will be enjoying themselves tomorrow. And it's a public holiday and lots of feasting and drinking. And of course, it's all to do with when they actually harvested in the times of the Pilgrim Fathers who were saying thank you to to God for all the bountiful things that seem to be there, including turkey. But not everybody in the United States now celebrates with turkey. In fact, our man Connor Winton, who is a correspondent in New York, or one of our correspondents, has his own idea about what makes a good Thanksgiving, and it's nothing to do with turkey. So let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Connor, and I'm coming to you from New York, USA, here to teach you about some American Thanksgiving classics, green bean casserole and stuffing. Alright, so now we're going to be making some green bean casserole, another Thanksgiving classic. Right here, we got ourselves some nice parboiled green beans and a little bit of salted water, right? And classic what goes with this green bean casserole is a cream of mushroom soup. We got our quarter mushrooms out here alongside some butter and some garlic. Alright, so as the mushrooms are frying up here, nice and good, we're going to add a little bit of flour to that, but while we're doing that, we're going to be frying up some onions to put on top. There's a little deep frying, a little bit of oil. Give it 5-10 minutes, and nice and golden brown, I'll put them on top. Alright, so we put some flour into the mushrooms here. See, it's all-purpose flour here. Combine a little bit of fond, a little bit of stuff on the bottom. And what we're doing here is we're essentially making a roux. You know, the roux is a combination of fat and flour. It's going to thicken up our soup, sort of, nice and well. So I'm going to glaze with a little bit of red wine vinegar, just to give it a little bit of bite. Don't want it to be too flat. And of course we're going to add in our vegetable stock, because we're making this in a vegetarian way. Sure, the heat comes up. So add a little bit at a time here. See, it's turning nice and deliciously thick and tasty. We've got that flour in there. And now we're going to add our half and half. Alright, so we're going to add a bay leaf or a bay laurel here. And a little bit of freshly grated nutmeg. You really got to use the stuff that's fresh grated. I know it's a fad. I know people are saying whatever about it, but please, it's so much better. Our cream mushroom soup, we're going to put this right over our delicious green beans. Nice and healthy. We're just going to mix that right on up. We got all that wonderful sauce. A little noisy here. Mix that up. Just give that a thorough mixing. Give that a thorough mixing. Thorough is how Americans say thorough. Some Americans. You're like. Alright, so we got our fried onions, and we're just going to put those right on top there. That nice and brown and golden. Wonderful flavors. This is really like a key element of Thanksgiving for a lot of folks. You know, this is the it sort of steals the show a lot of times. Having this as a kid, that's the best part of it. Crispy little onions on top, salted, pretty fish. All the onions on top. Go. Alright, so we got our lovely green bean casserole right here. We're just going to let this cool down until it's at a nice serving temperature. Well, I hope you've enjoyed these recipes. As you can see, we have a wonderful green bean casserole and delicious stuffing.
Looks great, Connor, and thanks. And I join you for Thanksgiving this year for having a bit of turkey. I'm so traditional.
Mirador's food tip of the week. Hot buttered toast. Have we forgotten how wonderful, simple, hot buttered toast can be? Ingredients simple. Bread and butter. Hot buttered toast. Mirador's food tip of the week. Try it.
Energy Matters with Stuart Dolby. Energy Matters, Mirador Television. From the White Hart Hotel in Lewes, Energy Matters. Too old for television? Too old? Come on. Why is it that people feel that they're too old for television? At Mirador, we want people with humour. That can give a laugh and a giggle. Never mind what we see on television right now. We're told we're too old? No, 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 no. Come on, a laugh and a giggle. Experience. A little bit of seriousness. A little bit of a laugh. And that's what we do at Mirador. Right in the heart of Lewes, in East Sussex. Yes, we're looking for people from Lewes. We're looking for people that can get here from round about. But we can also figure out how to do it from your home. So you don't necessarily have to travel in. What we want is your experience, your humour, and the television camera can tell all those things. You know, so-called beauty, there, 3 beautiful ladies and a handsome man. That's what the camera will see. Never mind what people tell you, that's what the camera will see, and that's what makes television attractive, when older people get involved, because they have the combination of experience. They've tasted life. They can laugh and they can giggle, and they can pass on those laughs and giggles to the viewer. So Mirador Television in Lewes is looking for you. If you're being told you're too old for television, forget it. You're never too old for television. I want you to join me and the other staff
We've only got about 1 or 2 under 40 at the moment, not deliberately, but younger people don't seem interested anymore in bringing their talent and their humour and their personalities to television. It's us older people that have to do that. There's a team that did Lewis Live on the late night shopping. Yeah, okay, I forgot a bit. There. And we did we broadcast November the 5th in Lewis Live. But we do daily programs, and we need to see your face in front of the camera. So come on.